Hey class, Miss Anderson. I just wanted to make a quick video on help you out with page 1 of your quarter packet because I've had a lot of questions and it's been a long time since you've graphed lines in slope-intercept form. So just a reminder, slope-intercept form is the mx plus b, and it's called slope-intercept form because the m represents our slope. Another way of thinking about slope is our rise over run on our line. And then our y-intercept is our b value. And that is our point 0b because it's where it crosses the y-axis. So here's your y-axis and your x-axis. So if I want to graph the line that I have here, negative 3x plus 2, that means I'm starting my y-intercept at positive 2. And that comes from right here. And then I have a slope of negative 3. And if I think about my slope of negative 3, that's my rise, and it's a whole number, so you can put it over 1 for your run. So rise of negative 3, you can either go down 3 and then positive 1. That would make a negative 3 slope. Or you could go up 3 and then left 1 because positive 3 and negative 1 is going to be a slope of negative 3 as well. So either down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1, or up 3, left 1. And that's how we graph a line in slope-intercept form. Now you do have a couple special cases, like when y equals just a single number, like y equals 6, or if x equals 4. And this is going to be your horizontal lines or your vertical lines. You're going to look those up if you don't remember what those look like. And then the last question is going to ask you to find slope, and then more specifically, find the equation if you know the slope, but you don't know the point. So if I didn't know the slope, I would use the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or maybe I would look at the graph my points, and figure out my rise over run. Once you figure out your slope, then you're going to use one of your other points to help you find the y-intercept. So if you know your equation is y equals mx plus b, and you know your slope is negative 1/4, so far you know y equals negative 1/4 x plus b. Then you're going to use this point, negative 5, 8. That means when you plug in negative 5 in for the x value, so negative 1/4 times negative 5, your answer for y here is going to be 8, because that's what x and y are equal to. And then you can use that to help you find the b value. So then working through this algebraically, you get 8 equals, you're multiplying a fraction times a whole number, put that whole number over 1 so you can multiply straight across the top. Negative 1 and negative 5 is 5, 1 times 4 is 4. Then it's 5/4 plus b, so you're going to want to subtract 5/4 from each side. And then if you're doing 8 minus 5/4, you will need a common denominator. That's going to be your b value. 8 over 1, I'm going to change that to fourths. That's going to be 32/4 minus 5/4 is going to give me 27/4. So that's my b value. Then go back and I can write my final answer then as negative 1/4 x plus 27/4. The other way to approach this is to start where you had 8 equals 5/4 plus b, and then remember that whatever you have here, the denominator of your fraction, that means divide by 4. If you don't want to work with fractions, get rid of the divide by 4 by timesing by 4. But to keep your equation balanced, you have to multiply everything by 4. So times everything by 4, and we're going to get, my pen just died. You're going to multiply the 8 times the 4 and get 32. See if I can charge my pen quick. 8 times the 4 and get 32. And then take the 5/4 times 4. That'll cancel out the divide by 4 and you'll get 5. Plus, then take b times 4, and you're going to get 4b. Now you have a simple equation without any fractions. So if you don't want to worry about the nonsense fractions, common denominator, get rid of your fractions by multiplying everything by the denominator. Just make sure you do it to everything. Now you can solve this. Your next step would be to subtract 5. You're going to get 27 again equals 4b. Bring that down, then divide by 4 to get b equals 27 over 4, which is what I got when I did it with the fractions too. So that's another option to get rid of those fractions. So first you have to find your slope, then you use one of the points that was on your line to help you solve for your b. The other way of doing it is to look at point slope form, but I'm not going to review that. But if you want to look it up and look at how to do that, that's another option for those problems. All right, I hope that helps.